Teach Me Grappling here. This is the first of many videos on the Omoplata. I'm going to start out, I'm in my close guard right now, show you how to do a basic Omoplata. First thing I want to say is I don't prefer the overhook. Try not to get overhooks. This is the preferred grip I like to start out with teaching. It's just a hook grip on the triceps. We want to have that hand to the mat. So the other hand is going to like V-block with my thumb and my forefinger pushing on the biceps. I'm going to put my right foot on the mat in this case and move my hips out to the right, making room for my left foot to go on the hip. Okay, that's key to start out understanding this position. Okay, so once we get that left foot in the hip, we have the arm trapped. We're going to take our right leg, I'm going to pull that up, the knee up, and right next to the shoulder, my right foot is going to go in the hip. Once your knee comes up, you no longer need your right hand on the hook grip. Then at this point, it's my legs doing the work. I want to close my thighs together. I want to be sideways. I don't want to be flat on my back. So you really want to be sideways. And then I'm going to arch back, and that's going to bend the opponent's arm in the omoplata position, much like a kimura. So now the leg will pass over. If you notice, look at how much room I have. My knees stay together, and then how much room I have to pass my leg. This does not require flexibility. Once I'm right here, I'm going to cross my legs. Some people like to triangle. Sometimes I triangle when I wait and hold, but there is a foot lock you got to watch out for. I think I'm going to show it in a later video, but we're not going to show that right now. We're going to go ahead and cross our legs and straighten and squeeze our thighs together. Posting up on my left hand, my right hand is going to wrap around the waist. I want to scoop my hips outward, away from the guy, okay, and then I'm going to try and fold my leg as tight as I can, leaning forward. And then I'm going to take my left foot and place it behind me as much as I can on the ball of the foot. You want to try to get your toes underneath so you can drive off those left toes. Again, my right leg's folded tight. My left hand can assist. If it's not doing anything, it might as well be grabbing. I'm going to grab onto his wrist. And then as I start to come up, I want to go 45 degrees and get a tap. Also, my right hand, as I'm driving 45, my right hand wants to cup underneath the shoulder. So that's a preferred position as well. I'd love to have the shoulder if I can. The waist will work just fine, but I'd love to have the shoulder. And then we'll come up and we'll get a tap. Now the opponent's basic defense is to roll over that shoulder, the one you're attacking. Your knee is already down, should be if you're coming up, and you advance right into side control in the basics. So in the basics, we're gonna just take the sweep when they roll. As we get more advanced, we'll hunt for more submissions. So right here, if his hands are on my hips, here's a little trick. I can use my elbow to kind of elbow that hand off and then get my preferred grip on the triceps. Right foot on the mat, left hand pushing on the biceps, left foot in the hip, right knee up, right foot in the hip, knee squeeze, thigh squeeze. This is where we want to be sideways with a good thigh squeeze, hips away. This allows us to pass our foot over easily. Okay, I'm not trying to show you how to do the rubber guard. I don't want you to be able to pull your leg up like this. This requires much more flexibility. It can damage your knee. There's lots of drawbacks to doing it like that. So I'd rather use no flexibility, little flexibility, and practice sitting up like this. Right hand around the waist, my hip scoots away. I'm going to fold my left leg tightly and then position my left foot behind me to drive off the ball of the foot. Shift my weight up on top of the opponent so he cannot roll. Grab the shoulder and get the tap out. And then at this point, I will let my opponent do a roll after I get the tap out. And again, you notice how quickly I'm up on my knees. That way I can get side control right away. Okay. When you do this, you don't want to move slow as you get up because the opponent will roll really quick and then you won't be able to get your sweep. Elbow off, hips out, left foot in the hip, knee squeeze, leg passes over, sitting on up, grabbing the waist, controlling the wrist, controlling the shoulder, and submission. When he rolls out, you're right on top, side control. All right, go practice omoplata. Thank you very much. Teach me grappling.